and a man that has called us this morning using that number 03717 223344 is Gareth, who's a United fan. Gareth, a very good morning.
Morning, Ali. Morning, Andy.
Morning,
Thanks
Gareth.
for taking the time to call us, Gareth. What did you think of the weekend, mate?
Ali, sorry, just before we move on to the most pressing matter, what about that result yesterday for your old club?
Oh,
listen, getting beat for Hearts and then coming back to win 2-1.
Gareth,
fantastic.
I'm going to tell you something. What cheered me up even more, I was going to go to the game, but I couldn't get to the game because obviously I was flying down to London. But what cheered me up even more, my boys were there. And they had to leave 1 minute to go at 1-0. Oh man, you should have seen their faces when they came in the door, Gareth. They were devastated.
Especially with our rivals getting a draw on at the weekend too.
Absolutely.
Back on the pressing matter, what I phoned in for in the first place. So everyone's jumping on the Ten Hag thing, saying the manager needs to go. Why is it that Man United are now turning to Chelsea? Every time the team starts playing well, stops playing well, they'll start blaming the manager. Yes, not saying Ten Hag isn't blameless in this year, but it's the players too. Once Rashford got his big contract, he now just sits back and does absolutely nothing. The reason why I believe that Ten Hag doesn't change them is possibly, and I'm obviously not privy to this, but I would say the ones upstairs have been saying, listen, we're paying these players massive money. They need to play. And it was the same whenever Harry Maguire was going through a bit of a bad patch under Solskjaer. He kept on playing him. Bruno's now in that position. He's doing the same with Bruno. He's having to play Bruno because he's the captain. Playing Rashford. He's not giving the young lads. They like the Pellistri, Hannibal, all them young lads who would go on and absolutely die for that shirt. But the players nowadays just, it's like, I'm sure if you were to go in and give a bad shift in talkSPORT, which I know undoubtedly you don't, but if you were to start going, you know what, I just want to bluff this today and play music, you'd get sacked.
Gareth, I've got to say to you, mate, you're not the first United fan that's been on giving the players a bit of stick. And you cutting your grass in the background there, as a matter of fact. What's going on in the background there, Gareth?
No, I'm working, mate, So I am.
All right, mate. Listen, we really appreciate you taking the time to call, mate. Interesting enough, have you ever had a bad day in talkSPORT?
I was going to say, when Gareth said, look, if you two just walk in and bluff it, I felt like saying, hold on, we've been doing that for years, pal.
Gareth, not only spot on with his United assessment, spot on with his talkSPORT assessment. Paul's another one that's given us a call. Good morning, Paul.
Morning, Alec. Morning, Andy.
Come on,
How
Paul.
are you, mate? Come on, cheer us up, Paul. Have you got any good news for us?
There's no good news, Ali. I watched that yesterday, mate, and I tell you what, honestly, talk about doing my bouncing, mate. Unbelievable. It was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. I mean, you take your hat off to City. They're a fabulous side, and the best in class right across the board, from top to bottom. There's no argument about that. And to be fair, getting beat by them wouldn't be a bad result if we'd have actually turned up.
Yeah.
We didn't even turn up.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Paul, I've got to see.
It's at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
A sellout, a derby. Where were they? It was like a training game for City.
I think you're
like a training game.
I think you're spot on, mate. Paul, I was going to say, mate, the general conception in virtually all the United fans that we've been speaking to this morning and since the game, listen, they take their hat off to City. They know that City are an excellent side, which we all agree with. However, I think they're upset at the manner of the defeat.
It's just not, you don't mind getting beat as long as you turn up.
Yes.
It's not like you say, it's the manner of defeat. And another thing that I want to make a point on as well, and I'm sorry, but I'm not having this right. The number 7 shirt at Manchester United is the most iconic shirt ever, right? Why is Mason Mount wearing that shirt? What has he brought to the table?
Well, I mean, again, I happen to be an admirer of Mason, Paul. I do, but I'll be totally honest with you. Since he's been at United, it ain't happened. He's been injured, and when he's played, he's clearly lacking sharpness and confidence. And he's another player that's gone to Old Trafford, seemingly at the moment. I would still feel that Mason, given the right team and the right moment, will still prove to United that he's a good player.
Oh, he's a good player.
He's a good player.
But what you've said might be the problem. given the team to play with. I'm not sure there's enough players there.
You know,
I really don't.
I mean, Paul, there you can hear the United fans are like
the emotion,
tearing their hair out.
Absolutely.
Because where do you start? What's the first? If whoever went in there tomorrow, Sir Dave Brailsford, I keep hearing about this guy's going to come in and he's going to and with the Sir Jim Ratcliffe takeover and there's going to be his blueprint laid out. What's that?
I know.
Where's he start, Sir Dave?
Well,
where'd you start?
There's a question we could discuss. How many of the United players are you keeping?
Do you know one thing yesterday? I'll tell you one thing. That when Pep takes his team into Old Trafford yesterday, which is the dressing room that are thinking more about, I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder what they're going to do. I guarantee you, Ten Hag is thinking more about, I wonder where Pep's going to play. Is it going to be Grealish or Doku? Is it going to be, where's Bernardo play? Will he play off the left or will he play off the right? The predictable team, Pep will have known straight away. They go, I'll tell you what United will do. They're going to go, they might not have thought Maguire and Evans, however, but the rest of it would have been very straightforward. How about United come up with something that just gives City a little bit more to consider with the shape of the team?
Well, the good news is we're going to let you have a chance to continue your rant.
Can I calm down now?
Nick, I just calmed down. Just for the listeners back home there, he's got a shade of purple that I've never seen before. And it's going to get worse because we're going to be discussing Chelsea next.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.